interesting and fun-packed game.
I mean, this is a nail-biter here. You have the #1 team in the Trinity League currently with Santa Margarita Eagles and last place Servite. You know, they're 0-4 right now, which is not the start they wanted, especially with Coach Tony Davis.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm Tieran.
I'm Cameron Weber.
And we're going to be today's commentators. So I remember we just covered the coaches briefly, but let's go more in depth on that.
Yeah, we have Servite's coach, you know, Tony Davis. He's been working here for 3 years now.
I mean, he's shown success on different teams. I just feel like with this Servite year, he's just got to kind of get this team in like the swing of things. I feel like it's almost like they're a little bit lagging behind.
They just need that flow, you know. 0-4 is not the start you want, but it's not over. They need this win really bad.
And now let's talk about Santa Margarita. Santa Margarita introduced a new coach 2019. Been putting up some pretty decent stats overall. Just need that one push, and then it's just like going to be a really nice season. I mean, this could be the year too. I mean, they're 0-2 in Trinity League, which is a really good start, especially for such a competitive division.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, 2-0 is the start you exactly want every single year. If they get this win, 3-0 in the Trinity League is exactly where you want to be. They'll have a big lead over all the other teams.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know what the league's going to look like this year, but we can send it down to
Ava Miller.
for some game predictions to see what we're going to see this evening. Send it down to her. Oh.
We'll move to her in a minute.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you get Justin Bell, the coach of Santa Margarita, he describes himself as consistent, hardworking, and resilient. That's exactly what you want in a coach, and I think this team is very much showing it, starting 2-0.
Exactly. He kind of puts that fire into this, like puts the spirit into these boys when they kind of need it. It's like you got to have a coach that's assertive enough, but also gives the team some spirit in it. And I think that what he's doing is a really good mix of the two, because you can show this team's dedicated, but also determined to keep this win streak going.
I mean, exactly. Every team can have the talent, but if the coach isn't there, they just won't win.
Yeah. I mean, it's not always also on the coach, because like we said earlier, Tony Davis shown a lot of promise different places around the basketball world. He's coached on the college level. He's coached on different high school teams. And he's been really solid over the course of his career. So you would think Servite, if they just get that one push and that coach can get those
players together.
Get those players together, exactly. He can really benefit the team and help them become their full potential.
I mean, exactly. He's a certified coach. He has coached a first-round draft pick in Josh Christopher of the Rockets. You know, this just shows no coach can just coach a first-round NBA draft pick. This is something that only good coaches can do.
Exactly. Coaches, if you coach a first-round NBA draft pick, it kind of shows that you have the talent. You just need the emphasis of it.
I mean, exactly. He's proven himself. Now we got to get going to the game.
So, game predictions. We can also take some good game predictions from Ava Miller, our sideline reporter. We can see what she wants for us, what she expects of this game. So let's send it down to Ava Miller.
Hi Eagles, I am here at the SM basketball game, SM versus Servite. This game is going to be an amazing game, and I can't wait to see what happens. Servite is currently 0-4, and SM is 0-2. This is the third game of the Trinity League, and I can just feel the energy in the room right now. I am so excited to see all of the amazing game. The players are currently warming up right now, and they have been getting ready for this game all week. So I'm so excited to see everybody show up and support our Eagles tonight.
Thank you so much, Ava. That was a pretty good overview of the game, I think.
I mean, exactly. You see, this is the game that Servite has circled on their agenda.
This is the game where they're like, we have to turn this around. Because if it keeps going this way, I mean, it's 0-4, like you said, it's not over, but it's definitely a point where you're like, you need to go back.
You know, so Servite 0-4 now has started not great, but if you go 1-4, that's something you can easily turn around, especially beating Santa Margarita Eagles, who are first in Trinity League. Because if you beat them, you can beat anybody out here.
Yeah, exactly. Trinity League is such a competitive division, though, so it's every win, no matter what, is a battle, and every loss even can be seen as a win because Trinity League is some of the most competitive sports in high school. So when you see a team, even 0-4, but if they really compete with like the top teams, like even if they lose all 4 games of their first 4, but they still put up good numbers against their teams, they can still like show potential in the future of this thing.
I mean, exactly. Not too far off. You know, 3-1, Jay Sarah is not that far away. If they can just go on a winning streak, the season's not over yet.
Exactly. This is still really early season. Teams are still just trying to figure out they have new players coming in. They're trying to figure out who they are and who they want to be as they progress in the season, because certain teams can have different outlooks on what they want to do early in the season, but once they slowly get further down, they're like, okay, that didn't work. Let's try something new.
Exactly. You just have to establish exactly how you want this team chemistry and everything to be built. Sometimes it just takes a couple games in the season to get used to this.
So I know we talked about coaches a couple times tonight, but I feel like the emphasis on coaches isn't fully appreciated enough. Like with specific coaches, you can turn a good team into a great team, but there's the other hand too, where you can turn a good team into a bad team. It kind of depends on the coaching, because there's like a balance to it. There's a balance between like harsh, like kind of like making sure your team's on it, and also developing that community. So the coach has to find that good balance between the two, or else the team just won't succeed. It needs to be balanced on both sides so that your team isn't completely over-focused, but also isn't just doing nothing for it.
Exactly. You know, you kind of want to just be like a family with the team. You want to be able to be open with everybody, and that's something that when you get to the game, you can trust everybody, and when it gets down to that minute, when you need to win, it just flows right through.
Yeah, I feel like teams' records almost reflect the ability of the coach to establish a community and teach the players how to fully be responsible for their performances.
I mean, exactly. You know, you have Tony Davis, the coach at Servite, and 72% win percentage is amazing. I mean, that's the best you're really going to see around here.
I feel that Servite has a community and a family established, so I feel like he needs to fully get into that kind of the swing of things, get in that family, support that kind of growth in between the players, and also enforcing the ability for the players to be locked in.
Yeah,
because for lack of better words, I feel like your team has to be locked in, but also needs to have that community built to where they can be locked in, but also have fun with it.
Exactly. You know, it's high school right now. It's not college level. Some of these people are competing for a scholarship, but you really just also want to have fun out here. I mean, you just want to have fun and play, and that's really how you play your best game.
Exactly. High school ball is all about having fun about it and also progressing your game. Nobody expects you to be Curry from 3 or LeBron dunking the ball in high school. It's your time to develop, and it's your time to fully progress in your game and have fun with it, so you can fully establish that you want to play this sport in the future, this amazing sport in the future.
Yeah, you really just want to shape your game right now. I mean, some of these teams, Servite, their players might just be struggling with that currently. You know, I feel like they're a good team. You've looked at their past, and they're a winning team. They're a good basketball program. I think it's just a slow start that they'll start to rust off here.
Exactly. I feel like it's almost just the rust needs to be shooken off, and I feel like once they get that rust off, I feel like Servite has the potential, because they're a great team on paper. They have some amazing guys, some big guys on their team. They have the potential to be a really good team. I just feel like they need to connect that last puzzle piece, and then they're set.
Exactly. I mean, every team, you look at this roster, and they have everything fit. It's not like they're missing anything. It's just some of that times you're just missing that one tiny piece. Once it connects in one of these games, they'll be after a fast start.
Oh, I think we're... All right. Well, we're going to send you guys off to the pledge.
Starting lineup for your Santa Margarita Eagles. And forward, he's listening junior number 0, Drew Henderson. And forward, he's senior number 3, Dallas Jacob. And on second junior number 4, Nathan Bailey.
Tip-off is happening here. SM wins the toss.
Again,
You go.
I'm Tieran.
I'm Cameron Weber.
Let's get into this game.
Caden Bailey starts with the ball. Passes back out. Caden's handling, drives in. Dallas gets blocked. Goes back out, Santa Margarita rebounds. Pull up for 2, banks off the rim.
Yeah, that was a decent, good offensive start for the Eagles. They showed some good passing. It's just that the shooting needs to get down.
Exactly. Servite with the ball at the top of the head.
I believe that was Jake Schutt at the top.
Drives up for 2, bang!
That was a really nice shot, nice little backup. Just right into a nice little 2-point, nice little jump shot there.
Servite starts off, takes the first points. Caden Bailey back out with the ball. Spins, passes back out to Dallas. Steal.
That was another good offensive little thing with them. They definitely are showing the ability to pass. They just need to figure out how to get open and some good shot opportunities.
I mean, some of those opportunities they should have taken earlier, but you know, best shot you always want to get. You want to look for those threes. Santa Margarita inbounding, get it off.
That was a really nice fake. That was a really nice fake 3. It really made the Servite player jump. Then he made a nice little break, passed it, missed the shot.
Got the rebound though.
And then put it layup.
You know, at
still
6'9", that's just something you exactly have to do.
Exactly.
Get that rebound, get that, and just the 2 points. Servite for 3, swishes it.
That was another great 3-pointer.
That was Hugh Hannon for 3. Caden Bailey takes back the ball. Caden Bailey for 3, off the rim. Rebounded by Servite.
That was a nice attempt for 3. He definitely had the space to do it. It just sometimes you miss him.
Exactly. I mean, that's the shot you're going to have to take in this game.
You can't be too scared to take the shots.
Servite for 3, off the rim. Servite recovers the ball, though, and drives into the basket and hits the 2.
Nice little layup there. Play was pretty good, too. We've been seeing a lot of rebound, points off the rebound for both teams here.
That was Jake Schutt who hit the 2. Santa Margarita down 5-2, trying to make play. Caden Bailey has the ball again. Passes back out
Wide
for
open
3.
3. Bang!
Makes it.
Yahtzee! That was a beautiful 3-pointer right there.
I believe that was Drew Anderson for 3.
That was really good communication there too,
just for you know, getting the open man, seeing it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want to do. Servite goes, misses the 2-point shot.
Almost fought for the ball there on that rebound. No, same team, guys.
Oof, foul right there. It's going to be...
I believe that was a foul on Servite.
Yes, that was. Braden Kyman was the one who was fouled.
Now we have a replay here on the foul.
This is going back to the three-point shot with Caden Kyman, you know, hitting that three exactly when it matters. I know it's the start of the game. Every point really matters here.
Yeah.
Santa Margarita with the ball. Passes back out to Caden for three.
Oh, wow.
Makes it. Caden Bailey for three.
Yeah, Caden Bailey's been, and Caden Bailey has just been really good offensively. He's been taking a lot of the shots here, been the most offensive weapon.
Servite takes it back out, up by 2. Out for 3, makes it. Servite. That was Judah Clark.
We've been seeing some good back-to-back basketball here. Not a lot of mistakes from either teams here. Servite looks pretty good.
Exactly. You've Caden with the ball. They've been taking a lot of threes, both teams recently.
34 open again.
Takes a 3, misses it.
Oh.
SM rebound, goes back up for the shot, contested.
That play has been the bread and butter for. Oh,
Caden drives up for 2. That was just a great steal right
that
there.
one play with Braden and one play with Braden Kyman and Luke Skopaz has just been their bread and butter. They've been getting it out to him a lot.
Exactly. Just drive in, toss it back out for 3. Servite jumps for 2 and gets blocks right there. That's Santa Margarita ball.
That was a very contested shot. Oh, that was an amazing dunk. Broke away there. He saw the play breaking down, decided, you know what, I'm going to get that ball. Ran down court, dunked it like a...
Servite back has the ball, is in the paint right now. Passed it back out. You know, they might take another 3 here.
Really good passing here. Oh.
Fell back down.
No foul there, just took a tumble.
Servite is quite congested right now, passing the ball. They hit a 3, they miss it off the rim.
That
they
was
get
a
the
very
rebound.
Contested 3.
Ooh, they drive up, but they missed it too.
So simply, they just had 2 opportunities to score there. They just missed both of them, but that's a good sign. If you're just having multiple opportunities to score, then it's good.
SM for 3, misses off the rim. Servite rebounds.
Yeah.
I mean, these 3s are what these teams are going to do, but the and 1 after the rebound, you need to get those points. Servite takes control with the ball, is in the paint. Foul. Travel will be on Servite. SM ball. I mean, that's something you just can't do. You know, it's just tiny mistakes.
You can't make those tiny mistakes, too, because they can honestly give you the way.
Exactly. You know, Caden Bailey's playing a great game so far. He takes it back out. He's been this leader so far this game for the Eagles. Drew has the ball currently at the top of the helm. Gives it back to Caden for 2.
Nice shot there. That was a contested shot, but he still decided to put it up there.
Exactly. I mean, Caden's been shooting everything right now, and he just keeps making it.
I mean, if it's not broke, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Exactly.
Servite takes it back out. For 2, they pull up, miss it at the rim.
We've been seeing SM force.
Caden Bailey for 2 on the breakaway. Wow.
Nice little shot there again. See, they just break away. But as I was saying before, we've seen Servite having to take a lot of contested shots there. They've been making them still, but I feel like the Eagles defense is really just putting the pressure on.
They're being very aggressive. Servite, with the air ball. I think he got tips there.
Again,
Santa Margarita, Caden Bailey for 3, hits it. Oh my God, Caden Bailey.
Again with those breakaway points. I mean, if it's going to work every time, I feel like Servite needs to make that adjustment. I think that's why the coach is calling a timeout now.
I mean, they got to go get back on defense. The last 3 scores by the Santa Margarita Eagles have been just breakaways, mostly by Caden Bailey, and he just keeps hitting. I mean, I think he's missed maybe 1 shot this game.
I feel like that too. I just feel like the coach is calling that timeout right now just because simply he wants he wants his team to stop.
Exactly. Ooh, I think they're reviewing.
That's a nice replay. That's a really nice replay there on Caden.
I mean, you can see there's only 2 players back when Caden shoots that ball. Everybody else was just far away from that.
Yeah, it's just simply Servite needs to make sure they get back on defense.
Yeah, there's been 8 breakaway points in the last couple of minutes. Servite, you know, they can't be behind. They need to stay in this game.
Exactly. I feel like this could be one of the issues that SM may be exploiting them for, because Servite is 0-4 as we were saying earlier. Maybe that is the reason they're being 0-4. They're just not getting back on defense fast enough.
And this aggressive defense right now by SM, I mean, it's really just affecting Servite. They're just getting lost and just taking these hard shots.
I believe that was Ikene with the foul there.
On Jake's shot.
Playing a little bit too aggressive there, I believe.
That'll be still Servite's ball to pass back in.
Yeah. Interesting decision there.
They pass it back, and it's a takeaway. Wow, he passed it right to him.
That was an interesting play there by Servite. He threw it back, but then
I mean, that was just a mismatch.
Yeah, Kenny read it and then went over there and dunked it. It's like, I want this point right now.
Exactly. 21-10. I mean, SM is a big lead right now. Let's see if they can keep it. Servite with the ball. Drives in. Goes up for contested layup and hits it.
That was
wow.
a very, very good play there.
That was Jake Schutt who hit the 2. He's been a key point right now for Servite. He's hit most of their shots.
Yeah,
I think they have to keep giving it to him.
Caden taking it back out like normal.
Passes it back out wide. In the paint, Dallas will be a foul.
Yeah, that's always going to be a foul. I mean, he was grabbing all over him, like while he was trying to grab the ball.
Right on
I feel like
hand.
we had a really good angle of it right there.
Yeah. And then SM will be rebounding the ball. It will be Braden Kyman who will be taking the ball out for Santa Margarita.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. This could be really nice offense to play for the Eagles.
And if someone could get open for 3, that's a big lead for them. 11, that's exactly what you want. Cade has the ball. Step back, fake the 3. Dallas missed it off the rim, but they got the rebound. Kyman goes back into Dallas. Ooh, tries to dunk it, but gets fouled.
That's always going to be a foul right there. He completely just destroyed him.
I mean, he hit his hands right there. That was a foul.
That was definitely a foul.
Dallas is up now.
Was down there for a second. That'd be a big loss for SM.
I mean, you look at him, and he's a senior. He's one of the vocal players on the team.
I feel like he's one of the players that's like, he's a big guy. I think he's like almost keeping this team in check.
He'll go out for the free throws right now. First shot, off the rim, does not make it.
Yeah,
Close
but I mean, he's a big center, so he's normally the one just dunking it down, not shooting the ball from.
I mean, he could hold that ball with one hand. That's just something that's so hard to do. Shoot a free throw when you're that big, it's tough.
It's something he's not practiced. He's more of a physical guy going for layups.
Hits the second shot. 1 for 2, not awful. 22-12. I mean, that's a 10-point lead right now.
Yeah.
Servite takes the ball. This is aggressive defense right now by Santa Margarita. Out of bounds, Santa Margarita ball, forced him to drive right.
Wow. That was extremely aggressive defense, but it paid off. But you gotta be careful with those types of defensive kind of plays because those
can foul trouble.
Yeah, those can also lead you to breakaways and then just easy points.
Exactly. Santa Margarita with the ball. Servite's playing full court press. Digs it to Dallas. Dallas passes in.
Beautiful pass there.
That was Braden Kyman with the 2 right under the basket.
That was a really nice pass straight down to the paint, and then he just got an easy layup for points.
I mean, that's exactly what you want to do every single time for Santa Margarita. Just those dip and lows, tall height. Exactly. Servite with the ball. Drives in. Oof. Off the glass.
I mean, we're seeing Caden off the court for like the first time now, but
for 3. Ooh!
You see,
Braden Kyman for 3.
I feel like these SM kids have been going for more 3 points than Servite. I feel like Servite is almost playing a little bit too passive here.
Exactly. They've made their 3-point shots. They just haven't attempted many.
Yeah, I know. See,
when
they drive to the rim, it's just like SM is such a big team.
Servite for 3. Misses off the rim.
But that was close. That still got up there. But I feel like with SM,
it's a breakaway for SM. They hit a corner 3. Oh, it's off the rim.
But
that's the end of the first.
With such a big team, Servite has to be more.
You have to shoot the ball, you know.
Can't be as afraid to get the ball inbound.
Out to the corners. You have Braden Kyman and Dallas Washington, you know, in the paint, and 6'8" and 6'9", both big dudes. That's not something you can just drive in for. You really have to just shoot the ball out wide. First quarter is over. It's 27-12 SM.
And we are back at the end of the first quarter. There have been some amazing shots this game. SM started by getting the tip off, and even though SM started a little bit slow, they had an amazing few shots and a lot of 3-pointers from Caden Bailey, causing Servite to take a timeout.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ava. You know, this is a great quarter right now for SM. Up 15 after the first quarter, and this is exactly where you want to be. Hopefully headed 3-0 if they can get the win. But Servite, it's not over.
It's not over. And it looks like we have a performance from our cheerleaders here.
Great performance by the cheerleaders.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good performance.
Let's see if Servite can get back on pace and hopefully tie this game up for them.
Again,
I mean, that's
the
exactly
game
what
is
they want.
definitely not over.
Not at
There's
all.
still a lot of game to play. We still got 3/4 of 8-minute corners for the team to come back.
Servite with the ball, gets the ball at quarter, passes it back up to the helm. Decides to pass it back out, drives up. This is a lot of passing right now. This is exactly where you want to be if you're Servite.
I feel like almost too much passing. I feel like they need to be more aggressive. Like we were saying, they're almost being a little bit too passive.
Goes up for 2. I think that gets blocked, just short.
That was air ball.
SM
Hate
rebounds.
to see it, though.
Goes for the dunk. Wow, that's
Dude,
a nice
you just
dunk.
love to see those plays. It kind of energize you up. You're like, oh, dunk, perfect.
That was Drew Anderson. I mean, that's exactly where you want to be. SM, now the dunks. I mean, it was the threes first, now it's the dunks. They're getting everywhere. Servite goes up for a layup, misses it.
Like I was saying, though, I feel like this SM team is just so big. Like, literally, they're like all,
Servite steals the ball.
everybody on our rosters that we're looking at is over 6 foot. So I feel like they need to play more three, exactly
Servite
like
for
this.
3,
See,
makes it.
3 points there on the board. Those are easy 3 points because they played back away from those big guys that are just going to block them every time.
I think that's how they're going to come back in. Caden Bailey takes the ball back out for SM in a 29-15 game.
I think it's safe to say he's Curry from 3.
Ball gets tipped. Ooh, Servite recovers and steals the ball.
Wow, really nice drive.
Drives to the layup, makes it.
He just went past 3 separate Eagles players. That was an amazing offensive play. Solo carry by that. I think we have a timeout call here.
Yes, we do. I mean, if you're Servite now, just
Look
driving
at that replay.
exactly.
Exactly. Look at that replay. It's just a perfect drive right through him.
I mean, Jaden.
And that 3-point-2, Servite was really efficient so far this second quarter.
I think that's why that timeout was called. Jake Shutt has been amazing so far.
This
for
dunk too
Servite.
as well. This dunk was amazing too. Really good communication and passing here by SM. And Servite, like we said, they're taking more chances and more threes, so they're making more points. I feel like they were playing too passive before. Now they're actually starting to like get more points because they're shooting more shots, taking more risks. I feel like at the point they're going right now, what's the downside to taking risks? I mean,
Exactly.
you're still down almost 15 points.
Yeah. Timeout ends. SM ball. They're going to go rebound it. The rebound will go to Caden Bailey.
I feel like he's our main takeoff guy.
I mean, yeah, he's really just been driving this offense. Caden takes it. He's at the 3, passes it around. I mean, this is great passing right now by SM. SM's trying to find a gap. Caden has the ball, goes up for it. Wow. He went under the defenders and shot it for 2. Caden Bailey.
Caden Bailey is the type of player you would see. He has a similar play style to somebody like Curry. You know what I mean?
Exactly. He's aggressive.
He takes the threes and he could drive into the paint and still get those layups.
Servite has the ball right now, passing it around. Wonder.
Wow.
For 3. Ooh, he makes it.
I think that was 2, but maybe not.
Yeah, we'll
Anyway.
Caden Bailey takes it back out. Down 11 now. They really closed the gap here.
I know, it went from I think 14 to 11 now. I feel like 30.
SM for 3, off the rim.
I
Servite
feel like
recovers.
Braden Kyman is almost like the type of player you would see from somebody like Klay Thompson, who, fun fact, actually graduated from SM.
Yeah, I mean, Servite here, they're really just going to start shooting these threes. Servite takes it at the top, steals the ball. Drives back in for 2, misses it. SM rebounds the ball.
You can definitely see Servite is not a bad team by any means.
Caden for 3. Oh, off the rim, but recovered by
Braden.
SM. Goes up for 2,
Foul.
fouls.
But you can definitely see Servite is not a bad team. I feel like they just play almost like too passive.
I mean, especially against, it's hard when you're against these tall players on SM.
Yeah, you can see the foul here too in this replay.
Yeah. That'll be 2 attempts from the free throw for SM.
Makes the first one.
Drew
can see
Anderson
some
shooting the free throws.
See some really good form from this guy.
SM is now 2 for 3 from free throws so far in this game. See if they can make it 3 for 4. Drew Anderson makes it. makes both of those. Servite's ball. Servite's passing it around, deciding what they're going to do, but the drive, and they make it for 2.
Nice little layup there.
Caden Bailey takes it back up and is driving his team. Passes down low to Dallas, and he dunks it for 2.
Man, this is just like really good communication here from SM. You can see that they have their plays down. They have established the community. Their community is, we know the plays, we execute the plays. It's your turn to play defense.
The pick by just to get Dallas open in the dunk, that's been run multiple times.
I think they've only committed 1 foul this entire game, and I think that's really helped them be successful.
Servite the ball is passing it around, gets stolen by Santa Margarita.
Yeah, I feel like their communication just a little bit.
That was Caden who stole it and passes it to Dallas, who makes the 2.
I feel like Servite's communication just isn't there. Unlike SM's communication, where I feel like every single play they're talking.
Ooh, that's a travel. It will be Santa Margarita's ball.
See, it's just simple mistakes like that that are really costing Servite here. Like if Servite is really focused and made sure to like not commit these dumb fouls, I feel like it'd be a lot closer of a game. And it's still not out of reach.
Caden takes it back up. Kind of passing it around to Drew Anderson as the ball currently. Oof. Dallas goes for the pass, but it goes right over the head, out of bounds.
That's a really bad mistake because that's giving Servite the ball in SM's court, SM's half court.
Exactly. It's a 16 game currently, 37-21. Servite's ball after the out of bounds throw by Dallas.
That's a really nice ray of sunshine there. Let's see if Servite can capitalize on this.
I mean, this is really where you have to turn your game around, right before halftime.
Luckily, they saved that pass there. This could turn into a really nice little drive here.
Servite passes around. Off the rim. That was a 2.
I believe that might be Servite's ball.
It was a contested rebound. Let's see who they give it to.
Yeah, I believe that's Servite's ball.
That would be Servite's ball, passing it back. 3 minutes 17 left in the second. Let's see if they run some pick. Pass it back out to Servite. They get the inbound in. Go for 3. Servite off the rim.
They're definitely getting a lot more opportunities here. Servite's taking their opportunities.
SM for 3 off the rim, but they rebound it and pass it back out to Caden. He goes for a 3, and he makes it. Caden, wow, Caden Bailey. I mean, it seems like he almost has half the points for SM. Yeah. Servite in halftime, you're gonna have to look how to stop him.
That's their main goal right here now. I feel like they know what they need to do on offense. The defense, they just need to communicate more. I feel like Servite is 100% not out of this game yet.
Servite missed the pass and went out of bounds. It will be SM's ball.
Servite
inbounding.
If Servite makes one correction, it's still like 100% their game. They could totally take this away.
Let's see what SM decides to do. If they're gonna keep taking these 3s that they're making, or go for 2. Caden inbounds it and takes it up for SM. Caden's driving to the lane, but it gets stolen. Ref's call.
That drive was a little shaky there. I mean, it's not something that you see from Caden Bailey very often.
Exactly. They're going to call foul on Servite there, and they're going to give SM the ball. SM inbounds it back to Caden, and he takes it back up at the top. He was thinking about the 3, but decides not to. Passes it. Caden back up at the top for 3. Oh, in and out. Almost made it.
Wide open. The luck seems to be turning almost for SM here now.
Refs, they call Servite's ball. They're going to call foul there. I think it was a foul right there on SM, and it'll be Servite's ball inbounding.
Looks like a push.
Looks like a charge right there. That's what the ref called it.
Well, Servite's taking it out.
Servite goes. Let's see if they can get a rebound.
I think that's Allen there taking that out.
SM with the steal was it was a contested pass. Servite's ball still. That was close right there.
I think there's a little bit of chatter between Alex Pack and Jaden, because like I feel like that's the communication they need. I feel like even if you mess up, it's good to communicate what happened and how you can fix it.
Servite has the ball. Caden's the one who tipped it out of bounds for SM. Servite's in the corner currently, trying to find an opening. Goes up right as the shot clock hits, but misses it. SM rebounds.
Jaden's shot there was the person who missed the shot there. I feel like he was just rushed by that play clock.
That was a foul right there. It will be on Servite, and it will be SM's ball. You know, Jaden Shutt's just been such a big piece right now for Servite. He's been scoring majority of the points. I think they need to go back to him or figure out some game plan.
I feel, yeah. We can see a replay here.
Oof, that was a nice three.
Yeah.
Caden Bailey takes it back out. Whoa, that was a missed three, but a rebound by SM to go and dunk it.
I think that was Dallas Washington with that amazing dunk. We've seen 3 dunks from him tonight, I think.
3 or 4. He's really just been dunking, getting under the hoop, grabbing those rebounds or passes, and been dunking it over.
I mean, that's literally your main job as a center, and he's doing that really well.
Exactly. Servite takes it back up. Jump shot for 2. Will not make it. It'll be SM's ball, one of the top of the backboard. Caden Bailey subs out of the game right before half with 57 seconds left. Jacob Sears took out the pass but passed it back.
Yeah, let's see what this guy can do. You can see that SM has plays in their mind. Like, they know plays that they think would work.
Exactly. Drew Anderson right now with the ball. Hits it. That was Braden Kyman who hit the 2-point right there.
That's like stuff you see from like KD too.
Exactly.
You can relate a lot of these high school players. They have similar play styles to the people they watch growing up.
How do you think this halftime is going to go for Servite?
Well, I feel like their coach is definitely going to talk to them about silly mistakes, especially
SM
like
with
this
the
one with
steal
the dunk.
and dunk. Wow, Braden Kyman for 2 in the dunk.
Like I'm saying, I feel like stuff like that, that's a dumb mistake where they just give up the ball and then it's an easy point for them. I feel like their coach is going to really have to set them straight.
Servite for 3 right before half.
Oh,
gets the
wow,
rebound.
What a rebound.
Wow, right before half.
That's
nice.
I feel like since they just did that rebound is going to be something their coach can talk about. In that point, that's something their coach can build off of to build momentum towards a better second half.
Servite had the last second shot to make it 46-23 halftime score. Eagles leading.
It's not what you want to see on the scoreboard, but it's not terrible. Here we get another look at this dunk
We have
here.
the cheer team right now going on.
And then after this replay, we'll have a little dance from the cheer team. Let's see it. Well, let's send it down to Ava for a report with the coach.
And we're back. I'm here at halftime with Coach Bell. Now, Coach Bell, seeing that Servite's field goal percentage has gone down in their past few games, did that change your preparation or mindset going into this game at all?
No. We wanted to just we're trying to build good habits and just play as hard as we can. I think our guys are doing a good job. We started off the game slow. We gave up a couple threes we shouldn't have gave up, but we kind of pieced it together a little bit better at the end.
And we've been seeing a lot of defensive and offensive work that's really great. I've been seeing a lot of amazing offensive rebounds as well. Is that something you really choose to emphasize during practice time?
Yeah, we feel like our team's a little bigger this year, so we want to crash the glass. I think we've been doing a pretty decent job of that.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And back to you.
Thank you so much, Ava. I feel like that was a really good look from the perspective of SM's coach, being in such a heavy lead.
Exactly. You can see how he prepared for this game. Looking at Servite, last couple of games haven't played the best. Kind of going to look at that field goal percentage and see, you know what, let's just stack up the box and force them to shoot these balls. and that's how you're going to win that game.
So, predictions for the second half of this game.
I mean,
well, looking at some of the replays here, we just see that SM's been really dominant in rebounding. I feel like they need to get some of their big guys out there, especially with – it's so hard with a team so versatile like SM, how they can shoot, they can dunk, they have the height, they have the strength. Really, Servite's being an underdog here, but they still aren't even down by that much. This is still anybody's game.
Exactly here. You have SM, who's really been hitting these picks underneath for the dunks and threes, and that's where they've gotten a majority of their points from. Servite looks a little bit mismatched in the height against SM, against all these tall. I mean, you've Dallas for Santa Margarita, who's just been, nobody's been able to stop them. The one time they have, they fouled them.
I feel like it's silly mistakes, too.
Exactly.
Servite is not a bad team by any means. They are actually a good team, like a great team, actually. They would be probably about 90% of the high school basketball teams out there.
Exactly. Trinity League is just a tough matchup.
Exactly. I feel like they're dumb mistakes, too. If they just iron those dumb mistakes out, their team can compete with teams like SM, J. Sarah leading that Trinity League.
I mean, this game, you can see they can compete with anybody. It's really just these tiny mistakes, passes out of bounds, missed shots. I mean, they've gotten open. It's just missed jumpers that they could have not hit.
Exactly. And like dumb mistakes, giving away the ball, fouling people. I feel like we've only seen one or two fouls from SM in the entire game, where on the other side it's Servite, where it's like where they're fouling pretty consistently and they're giving away the ball pretty consistently and they're not being aggressive enough. I feel like if you just cover those three things, if that coach during halftime sets his guys straight and covers those three main things, their team is going to excel in the second half.
I would not be surprised if Servite came back. I mean,
100%.
This is a team that was, at the start of the game, it was only a few points, but they were dominating at the start. It was around 7-2, and it shows that, you know, SM did get hot, but Servite can compete and beat this team and come back. 23 to 46. That score is so, it looks so big on numbers, but in the game of basketball, those teams could literally switch. Like, it could suddenly turn to 60-40. Exactly. Teams go on these runs where 10-0, bam, that's not a far game at all, and it turns it into a real ball game.
Because just think about it. If you stop that team only 10 times, then if you stop that team for 10 points and you score all those other 10 times that you had the ball and they didn't, or they didn't have the opportunity to score, you're really sitting nice in this game.
Exactly. Servite, when they come back into this half, in the second half, they're really going to need to go on this run. I mean, when you're down by 23, you're not out of the game. People come back all the time down 23, but you need to go on a run and you need to fast. You can't wait.
It's unfortunate, but it's unfortunate the position they're in right now because this team is just like so big. I feel like Servite's play style is almost like get to the rim and shoot the ball.
Exactly.
I don't feel like they're a big three-point team, but against a team like SM, we're looking at our stat list here, it's 6 foot across the board basically.
Exactly.
There's only one guy that's 5'11" here, and it's just literally 6'8", 6'9", 6'3", 6'4", 6'4", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". All of those are like, if you try to get into the paint with those guys, your ball's not going anywhere. Compared to some of the guys that we see on Servite's roster, where their max is like 6'11", but I don't think I've seen him go into the paint very much.
Not much, you know. When you're Servite, they keep driving into the paint and then shooting these contested shots, and then you can see Servite can hit from three, and they should try shooting more from three. They've been hitting all day from three.
Exactly.
I feel like
they need their Caden Bailey. For SM, Caden Bailey's been shooting so many threes. He's been lethal. He's been, for lack of better terms, he's been Curry from three, where they need that guy on their team. We've seen a lot from Alex Pack, number 13. We've seen some from Jake Scutt, too, but we haven't seen the level of success as somebody like, as we were just talking about, Caden Bailey or Brandon Kyman.
Or Dallas.
Dallas. Dallas is 6'9", so he is the one who's dunking most of the balls. So also we've seen 2 dunks from somebody like Braden Kyan. And it's just simply been like domination, but from SM's perspective, Servite is right on their coattails.
I mean, exactly here. You have Dallas Washington and Caden Bailey and Braden Kyman, who've really been the impact players right here for SM, who've been making the difference, and they've just been changing the game, and Servite needs to find someone. Maybe Jake Shutt, maybe it could be anybody, but maybe Bryson. He's been leading Servite in points per game so far this season. One of those two people really need to make an impact and start a good, hot second half.
What I feel is that they need to throw Modu Nadaye in the game and put him in the paint, because they are taking a lot of approaches from the paint. They're not taking many. They're taking their threes, and that's where their points are coming from, which I feel like they should emphasize more. But if they're going to stick to the game in the paint, I feel like they should throw their 6'11" guy in there, just throw him in there, get him the ball and let him dunk it or let him lay it up, because it's simply you need the tall guys in the paint. I'm seeing a lot of drives from their guys that are like 5'8", 6'1", 6 foot, which are tall in like every single day standards, especially for high schoolers. But when you get to the point where you're going up against people that are 6'9",
like Dallas,
and 6'7", and 6'8", that's where you need your 6'11" guy. So I'm assuming that they're going to throw him in there a lot more this second half, and also get some more guys that are in there that are shooters. Like, they need their three-pointers, especially in this game.
Exactly. You'll have most likely the Nidea brothers going in. Servite really needs height currently. They're mismatched everywhere so far in height, and it's really been impacting them driving in the basket, which is obviously their game plan because they've been doing it all game. Just hasn't been working out. They need to create space by adding some height into that roster.
Especially, we can tell that Servite is by no means a bad team. They are really good. Like I said earlier, they would destroy 90% of the high school basketball teams out there. It's just that the Trinity League is very competitive. It's the top tier of high school sports normally. But when you take a team like this and put them up against a team that's, I'm only seeing one person that's below 5'11" here. That's in the fives right now. And you take a team like that where I'm seeing a lot of fives and a couple of low sixes, but not using your 6'11" and 6'9" guys, I feel like that's the first mistake they made. I feel like they need to definitely put them in the game, because they're going to be your playmakers in the second half if you want to keep approaching that in the paint.
Exactly, I agree. You know, you have Servite, who is by no means a small team, but when you compare against Trinity League, you have all these tall players who are always going to be 6'11", 6'10", 6'9", and when you're 6'4", that's such an extra length just to block the ball, and it's been affecting their shooting.
I feel like almost like, I don't know, I feel like you just need to throw your 6'11" dude in the paint, let him dunk, and then you get points. It's kind of simple. It's a simple game plan, but if they're going to keep going for that approach with like getting in the paint, which I personally do not think they should continue doing, because as we've seen, that hasn't been working for them very well, which I think they should stay outside that three-point line, keep shooting it, because that's where they've seen the most success so far. But if you're going to keep that approach of shooting, if you're going to keep that approach of going from the paint, get that 6'11" guy in there.
Yeah, and here you have the teams back out warming up. SM both look like they're driving, but Servite is taking some three-point attempts. I think they're switching the game plan here.
You're right. I think they might be listening to what I'm saying. That three-point game, if you get that on point, those 6'8", 6'9" guys are going to start acting like they're 5'11".
Exactly, and that's when everybody starts pushing out to the three, and they can just drive in like how they've wanted to all game, and it's going to really open up a big passageway for Servite right here.
So, yeah, because if they start playing more three-points, SM's going to have to change their game plan. Be like, okay, so they're shooting threes. Let's get more of our tiny guys out there so they can move around with those three-point shooters so we can block them. And then that's when you throw your guys in, and then you get those two scores before the SM can adapt and change to those big, tall guys. And then that's how I think you get your points in this game right now.
And you have Servite, who's obviously looking at Caden Bailey right now, who's scored and has been amazing for SM. You might think they might start doubling him, but let's see how they do, because he's been the biggest issue so far for Servite, just creating this hot window for SM that has allowed them to gain this massive lead. But that's not too big. 23 points is something that Caden might have scored by his own, so any person like Jake Shutt will be able to do the exact same thing.
They just need that one breakaway player, I think. Simple as that. They just need a breakaway player that'll help them gain those points, get those points in the 3, and get those points with layups. Get that 6'11" guy in there, like I've been repeating. That 6'11" dude's going to carry you through those tough times when you're struggling to get points on the board.
I mean, he barely has to jump if he just wants to dunk. 6'11", he can. You stick him in the paint and you remove an entire aspect for SM.
That's not even like standing reach, because the taller you get, the longer your arms get. It's simple as that. So he honestly, his standing reach is probably just reach up, just kind of throw it in the basket there.
Exactly. You see people like Victor Umayama. He doesn't really have to jump for stuff
yeah,
like
he
that.
takes a little bunny hop and then he's good.
Third quarter starting. SM's ball. Let's see. They drive up. Dallas moves in the paint. Looks like they're trying to be aggressive. Goes up for the contested shot. Rebounds it, misses. Dallas goes for the dunk. But
there's your 6'11" guy. I see him right there. He's on the court there. I think that's their paint attack. Watch this. I'm assuming, so look how they have their shorter guys in there. They have their shooters in now. So once they get their shooters in, they're going to take more threes. And then if that deep guy gets open, where he's 6'11", if he gets open, then they just toss it down to him.
Exactly.
And he's
Servite has the ball. There was
that's
a foul
there.
called.
I don't know if that's going to be 2 points or just an inbound.
Looks like it will be Servite's balls who they're giving it to. Servite goes to inbound it. Ref called. Potential timeout, or they're re-inbounding the ball. Servite's re-inbounding the ball, same play.
Driving to the rim right there.
Passes it back out. Servite for 3, off the rim. That was Jake Shutt who hit the 3.
Jake Shutt. I feel like he just needs to take shots. I feel like he doesn't need to worry about missing them. He just needs to take them, because then
Servite drives, air balls.
See how I'm saying that? You're not gonna score anything with a guy like
Caden for 3, off the rim.
You're not gonna score anything in the paint when you're 6'1" against a guy like Dallas Washington, who's 6'9".
Exactly. You know, you have the height that Servite now has, but you need to utilize that. We haven't seen that so far. It's been a minute or two, and they still haven't used any. It'll be SM's ball. Caden Bailey takes it back out. No points have been scored, so anybody could get red hot and get back into this game.
I also think their defense is locked in, too. I feel like it's also been defensive. There's been some defensive stuff, but SM's looking kind of stumped here. I feel like after the thing.
Ooh, he hits a hizzy. That was Braden Kyman. Wow.
I believe I may have jinxed him there. That's my bad. I did not mean to jinx anybody there, but
wow, that was a nice spin
really
move
nice
layup.
Move. I'm surprised that
fakes left, turns right, and just hit that layup.
I know. All right, let's see some Servite here.
Servite
nice
takes for 3, is short off the rim,
rebound?
but they rebound it. Goes for 2.
That's a foul.
Foul.
That's going to be a foul every single time. That's going to be a nice little 2-point. If he makes all of them, yeah, he kind of was just. They kind of just fouled. I feel like if they get those, that's exactly what they need to do. Another way they could fix it, give fouls.
They need to really just get these points down. The free points, free throws, Servite needs to make. You know, when you have 2 free-point opportunities, you need to make it. First shot, no good. It's Jake Shutt who's shooting the free throws currently.
Maybe Jake Shutt needs the confidence. I think his coach needs to pull him aside and be like, dude, you have confidence in you, just make these shots.
Goes for the second, makes it. See, he was making a ton of shots at the start, then went silent for a little bit, but he's that impact player that SM's gonna have to watch out for.
Caden Bailey, I think he transferred this year just to play basketball here, and he's been making a crazy difference on this court.
I mean, this is such an important player for SM. Caden Bailey, he is a transfer. He's a junior this year. It will be a foul. Servite committed. SM's ball.
Again, silly mistakes from Servite here.
Caden Bailey inbounds the ball. Ooh, it might have been out of bounds.
I believe it was.
It was. It went over Caden Bailey's head and went out of bounds. It'll be Servite's ball.
Unfortunately, we didn't really get a good shot of it, but I believe it was out of bounds.
24-point game. Servite inbounds the ball. Jake Shutt is currently in command. Fade for 2. Oh, I mean, that's exactly what you have to do. You've Modu currently right there, but you need to kind of drive into the basket. If you're 6'11", you should be spinning and shooting.
What a save for that out of bounds.
It's a scrum. Refs say Servite's ball.
Fans not liking that one much.
Not at all. Servite's turn to inbound the ball. That's who they decide to go to.
Me personally, I'd pass it to the 6'11" guy.
Exactly. I'll do the exact same. You got to go and just dunk. You're 6'11". You can do
You're
anything.
6'11", just kind of stand up a little
Jake
bit.
shot for 3, off the
Oh.
rim. SM rebounds.
6'11", just stand up, go on your tippy toes, and put the ball in there.
SM drives for 2 but misses it. Rolls right off the rim, and
6'11" guy,
Servite rebounds.
6'11" guy smacked it down a little bit, so like another guy.
Servite go for 3, misses it. That was Bryson Taiulu Allen for 3, but misses it. SM gets the ball. Caden Bailey
That's
goes
a
up
foul.
for it, hits it. SM's 2-point shot. That was Drew Anderson who hit the 2 for SM. Servite goes and is at the top of the key.
Number 5, he's been more active this game. I don't think we've said his name too much.
He's been more assisting down low for Servite. Big, important piece. Servite goes for 2, just off the rim. Oof.
Nice
It
little
was
angle
a
down
steal
there.
from Servite. It's a one-on-one opportunity. Goes, drives.
Oh.
He misses it. There's been back-to-back misses from both teams. Sloppy play, but let's see. Slow take by currently Caden Bailey driving up the paint. Let's see what happens.
Wow, really nice pass over him.
Down to Dallas. Dallas
Wow.
gets blocked. Wow.
See, that 6'11" guy is a game changer.
Servite goes for
See?
2. Wow, Jake shot for 2, just underneath after the block.
That's more of the plays you want to see from Servite in general. See, they had a really nice block there. Blocked
Exactly.
somebody like Dallas Washington, huge guy. That 6'11" comes in handy. See, so now that he blocked him, they got a breakaway point. That's literally how they do it.
And
That's how they need to do it consistently throughout the rest of this game.
That forced SM to use a timeout here. It's still a 24-point game, but Servite, any momentum shift could be influential to
Exactly.
coming back. You know, when you're 6'11", this is something they should have put in at the start. It allows you just to expand in the paint and move around, and it shows Servite's been playing way better this second half with Mutombo, Modu in the paint.
As you see, we kind of recapping what's happened so far in this third quarter.
SM takes the inbound. Caden Bailey with the ball. Goes, whoa, that was
Nice
a contested layup.
But I feel like if we just see what we just saw with Servite again, I feel like this could completely change the game.
Drew Anderson hit the 2-point shot. Servite.
Honestly, I feel like they might need to implement more screens because if like that, perfect. See how that screen really helped
Servite
get
hit a
that man?
screen, is trying to find any open passage to shoot a shot. They drive up the paint, but keep looking. Some play design they're running. Still Servite's ball, trying to find something
Shot clock
open.
might be running down. People want to maybe look at that.
Go for the shot, gets blocked.
Yeah, that shot clock ran down. He had to shoot it real quick.
Exactly, that shot clock just forced the ball out. You know, it'll be SM's ball, but you can't, they've had multiple screens and some worked, but Servite, someone needs to take charge, and there were open opportunities that they did not take to shoot.
Exactly.
Caden Bailey with the ball, SM's ball. Ooh.
Good move there, and a foul, I
Caden
believe.
Bailey drives around, goes to the rim.
That's gonna be 2 free-point shots there.
That will be a foul on Caden Bailey. It will be SM free throw attempts for him now.
Yeah, you can just see it here. Sometimes those lanky arms, when you're 6'11", they just kind of get in the way. Almost.
Exactly. You didn't even mean to foul him. Caden Bailey for the first free throw attempt misses off the rim.
You hate to see.
Yeah, SM's been 3 for 5 so far on free throws. Not exactly where you want to be, but it's not awful.
Yep.
Caden Bailey for his second free throw, makes it. Servite's ball.
I feel like this half, Bryson Taiulu has been their main guy for their taking them down the court.
Playmaker right there for Servite. Been just opening up the court. Oof, stolen
Miscommunication
ball.
there, sadly. I feel like he just kind of threw it at the guy's
SM
foot.
steals it. is at the top of the key waiting for something to develop. Passes it back out for 3. SM makes it.
That was
Wow.
a very contested 3-point. It was almost a risky shot there. I believe that was Ikene there that took that shot.
I believe that was a great shot by him. It was contested, but you love to see the confidence there.
Yeah.
Rodney was the one who hit the 3. Servite's ball. SM hit it out.
And I'd love to see what's going on on those timeouts sometimes with like the coach, what he's saying to his players.
I mean, exactly. You really have to. You only have so much time in the timeout. Have to make it influential. Servite inbounds the ball. Bryson handles it at the top of the key. Gage Rivera with the ball.
Trying to make something happen here.
This is lockdown defense. Gage for the 3 off the rim. SM rebounds the ball. Oh, it was almost an alley-oop for Caden Bailey. Just misses it, but the putback 2 to get the 2 points was very big.
So sometimes you mess up, but as long as you have that rebound guy there to just put the points in, it's still good.
Exactly. Servite for 3. Ooh,
Bang.
makes it. I believe that was Bryson Taiulu who made the 3.
That was green, I would say so.
Ooh, SM drives.
I believe that was a really clean play there. Maybe a foul, though.
Rodney Westmoreland went for the drive, and then Servite went and fouled.
No, I think, it was a foul. It looked almost a little bit clean there for a second, but it wasn't.
Servite's they're calling it a shooting foul. It will be SM who has 2 free throws. Rodney Westmoreland is shooting the ball, makes the first free throw.
This guy seems like he would be a shooter.
He's had a great first half, you know. He just hit a 3. Now's the opportunity to get 5 points
For
in
your
the
team.
past minute or 2. Rodney with the second shot makes it 2 for 2 in free throws.
So 60 just broke this. So SM is doubling Servite's score.
Exactly, 60-29 SM. Servite has the ball, out for 3. In and out. That was Bryson who took the 3, very close. Servite, SM steals it, goes up. Drew Anderson for the 2.
I feel like Servite showed promise at the beginning, but I feel like they've almost went back to their old ways and trying to push in. There's number
Servite for 3, off the rim. Alex Pack who took the ball. Alex Pack goes back and 1. That's going to be a 3-point play possibility for Servite. Alex Pack went up for the layup, hit it, got fouled, could get a 3-point play.
I feel like they haven't found their guy that's the shooter yet.
Exactly. You have multiple people who are going in and out of these fire spurts, and you need one dominant player. Servite just hasn't found it yet.
I feel like they might need to throw. I don't know if everyone's touched the ball today. I feel like there's been people that we haven't called their names yet. I feel like they need to throw those guys in, see what they can do, and if they succeed, well, great. But if they don't, I mean, you're already down basically double. Your score's being double right now. So
exactly. Alex Pack missed the free throw for Servite. SM has the ball.
Failed
Dallas
dunk to-
missed the rebound, but SM keeps rebounding the ball and missing, but they keep getting the rebound. This is their 3rd rebound in a row for SM.
That's going to be a foul, I think.
That will be a foul.
Man, that's something that Servite cannot do. They cannot let SM get 3 separate rebounds on the same play.
It'll be free throws now for Dallas. That is 3 rebounds in a row for SM. I mean, they need to put those shots in, but rebounds, good job. Dallas misses the first free throw right off the front of the rim.
Again, we saw this guy. He wasn't the best free throw shooter. I think he's more of a get me in the paint and I'll do something with.
Drains the second free throw, though. Nothing but net. Free throws have not been bad for SM. Everybody's gone 1 for 2 or 2 for 2. Servite rebounds the ball and it's at the top of the key. This is Bryson.
I feel like what separates a good team.
Servite for 3.
Bang. That was something they needed. That could be an energy switch here.
That's big right there for Servite. SM goes for 3 off the rim. It's a scruffle for the rebound.
He's just so tall, it's impossible to get it.
Dallas gets the rebound. Gives it off to Caden.
And one.
And one for Caden Kaiman. That's big for SM. I mean, right after Servite just hit that, you can make it basically erase that from the game.
Look at this replay. Really nice little play there, especially with that foul. He just kept focus on the rim and got it done.
Drives to the basket, gets right around. Braden Kaiman for his one free throw. Makes it, nothing but net.
Yep.
SM's been great on these free throws. Servite's ball. They pass to Gage Rivera, who's at the top of the key right now.
It's unfortunate.
Ooh, SM steals the ball, goes for a, right before the third quarter.
I think that just made a buzzer beater.
That
will mark the end of our third quarter with a final score in the third quarter of 34-68.
Jacob Sears is the one who got the steal and the score right before half.
And now we have another performance from our cheerleaders. Let's tune in on this.
Great performance by our cheer. 68-34. SM has doubled the score of Servite. This game is looking like it might be over, but there's still an entire quarter left. Let's see what happens.
I've seen games in all types of sports go from 3 to 28.
Exactly, Patriots and Falcons. I mean, it can happen in any sport.
Comebacks are a universal thing. You always want to cheer for the underdog sometimes.
Exactly, you want to see that comeback because it just builds excitement.
The underdog, they aren't expected to win, but when they do, it's something special.
Servite's ball. SM's crowd is very hyped up currently.
Yeah, that student section is showing their support.
Servite goes to the rim. Oh, misses the layup. SM's ball drives to the layup. That will be Braden Kaiman who hit the two.
Nice.
Bryson has the ball at the top of the key. Let's see what happens. Pass it around. Stolen by SM. Dallas had the ball, went for a bit of a 180 pass.
Miscommunication.
That's something just a little too special. You don't have to be that complicated. You're up by 36. You don't need those special shots. It's always fun, though.
No, I feel like since they are so far ahead, it's a good way to game test their other plays that they wouldn't normally do.
Exactly. Servite for two, drives up and lays it up. Jake Shutt, who got those 2 points.
Caden bringing it down again.
Caden drives up the middle, but passes it out. Off the rim. That was
air ball.
Jacob Sears who missed a three. Servite goes, drives, and gets the 2 points.
And I've just heard that we may have an interview with Caden, two of the SM players, Caden and Akene.
What a dunk by Jacob Sears. Jake Shutt hit the earlier two for Servite, and Jacob goes and dunks it. That interview at the end of the game will be good. 2 big playmakers. Bryson for the 2 for Servite. That was a nice jumper. SM's ball, they take it back out. It's in Caden's hand.
Caden take a nice slow approach here. That's honestly what you want to do when you're in such a big lead. You want to take it slow.
Exactly.
Make sure
for
you don't
three. Air ball.
Want to take it slow. Make sure you don't make any mistakes.
Braden Kaiman, who missed a 3. Bryson for Servite goes back for 3, misses it.
I feel like Bryson isn't their guy. I feel like.
Dallas, Washington.
That was just a dominative performance there with the windmill dunk.
That was a windmill dunk by Dallas,
Deep from
Washington.
3, but he misses it.
Bryson Taiulu for Servite misses the 3. Quite aggressive. Caden Bailey drives. Looks like there was a foul. Let's see what the refs call it. It'll be Servite's ball is what I hear.
Hearing some of that support from the crowd.
It'll be Santa Margarita's ball is what they say. Santa Margarita inbounding the ball currently. Passes it to Braden and Kyman, who's
Looks
in
like
the
they
paint.
pulled Kaden out there.
Ooh, almost a backcourt violation.
Yeah, well, at least they got it. They got it back.
SM still in control. Braden Kyman
That
goes
is a foul.
That'll be a foul on Braden Kyman. So you can't do that if you're Servite. Too many fouls. I mean, you're going up for the shot. Just let
I'm
them
surprised
shoot.
none of their players have fouled out yet. There's been a lot of fouls from Servite on this.
SM inbounds the ball to Braden Kyman again. Goes for two, off the rim. Servite rebounds it, and it will be a
called
foul.
another foul again.
But that foul will be committed from the Eagles. It will be Servite's balls. It was right in that rebound there. They just went a little bit of a scruffle. Servite inbounds it. Let's see what they can do. You know, it's not, the game might be over, but there's still time, and it's learning points right now for Servite. You keep playing like it's a 2-point game.
Well, to even put up this much of a fight against the #1 team in the Trinity League is something special.
Exactly, it's tough. I mean, SM's a good team, and this is somewhere where you learn right now in these couple minutes.
Like
you act like it's a very close game.
If you lose in the Trinity League, it's almost like a win sometimes.
Exactly. Braden, wow. That was Braden Kyman for the 2 for SM. I mean, Servite, they just haven't made many shots this quarter, or this half. Servite drives up the middle, goes for the long layup, bouncing up in there, and he got it. That was Chidi Obanawane for Servite. Looks like a timeout was called.
Let's see what. I think the coaches are just going to talk their team, saying, like, this game may be over, but this is not over for us. It's still learning points. It's still figuring out what works best against a team like SM. Just in case they meet them in the playoffs, they meet them in another regular season matchup.
Exactly. These teams, they're going to face off against each other again, and this is something you have to prepare for. You don't give up. You just keep playing, because you're going to see this team again, and this is very good practice. Servite, SM inbounded it and gets the steal.
That's a nice little thing to, like, go off of.
That was a nice shot right there. That was Gage Rivera who got the steal and the 2 for Servite.
I feel like stuff like that is ways you can go watch tape and be like, you know what, I think we may have lost. And one there. Sorry, I have to point that out. That was amazing.
That was a great shot right there by SM.
I feel like there's times where you're like, oh, we're going to watch tape. We're going to point out the good. We're going to point out the bad. It's good to have there may be a lot of bad, but it's good to have that good.
Exactly. Carlito Christian missed the free throw. He's a freshman, you know, out here in a varsity game. This is impressive from him. SM got the rebound. Goes up, just misses it.
Definitely been an entertaining game if you're an SM fan here. Not so much as a Servite fan, but still they put up a decent amount of a fight.
I think it's more of a learning point for Servite, you know. This is something that you came in.
This could be like a rebuilding year for them, almost.
You wanted to come and win here, but you have a good young roster, and you want to learn as much as you can here.
Yeah.
Santa Margarita with the free throw, but misses it. That was Jackson Bradley.
Yeah. Compared to SM's roster, I'm seeing a lot of seniors and juniors and one freshman.
Jackson Bradley hit the second free throw for SM.
Whereas a roster like Servite, it's a lot of young guys, juniors, sophomores, only 2 seniors or 3 seniors on this entire team.
Exactly.
And this is a varsity team, so you expect it majority seniors. So I think once this team gets enough time to fully develop into like their full kind of swing of things, I feel like it's going to be a different story.
Armando Perez was the one who went up for the layup for Servite but missed it. That was Carlito Christian again, but he missed the layup. Servite got the rebounds.
I feel like if you take a young roster, I feel like they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future.
Servite, a little bit trying to find something open in the paint. Goes for the shot, gets blocked. Wow. That was a great block right there by Santa Margarita. That would be Eagles' ball. I mean, just stuff right there. Going up, but against 2 tall players from the Eagles, you just can't do that. SM has the ball at the top of the key. Let's see what they do. Ooh, nice shot right there by Douglas Nilsson for SM. Hit the 2-point shot. Servite has the ball at the top of the key. Let's see if they could salvage this game. Servite go for 2, makes it. Oliver Merrick with the 2 right in the paint. That was a nice shot right there. Open at the side of the rim. Full court defense right now by Servite.
Well, I mean, they have to play aggressive. Even if they like want to, the chance they have of coming back right now, they need to play, which is still very low. But it's not. It's never 0 until that final whistle.
Exactly. Until the game's over, doesn't matter. SM. The ball was tipped out of bounds. It'll be SM's ball to rebound.
Passing it back way past half court, throwing it back for a pass. That's the freshman who passed it there.
SM goes and drives it. Ooh, passes it in. Wow, what a shot. Jackson Bradley's the one who got the 2.
That was a really good series of plays right there. They definitely showed their capabilities there.
Running around the court, getting the free man
Them
open.
plays too. Those plays were really effective against them.
It's been working great for SM, the plays.
Definitely a fun
takes the
game
ball.
it's definitely a fun game as definitely a fun game as a SM fan.
Exactly. Servite for the 3. That was Chidi Obanawene for 3, but he missed it off the rim. SM's ball. Let's see what they decide to do. Ooh, a steal. Servite has the ball.
Oh, but it looks like there's a foul call.
Let's see what the refs say the foul is on. Looks like, yeah, that will be a foul. Servite will be inbounding the ball. Eagles committed the foul. Riley Lescano has the ball.
Oh, bang. That's
Hugh
a 3.
Hannon for 3.
That was a nice 3.
That was very nice. Haven't seen Hugh Hannon much in the game. Comes in, hits a 3. That's a great game for him. SM with the ball. Drives, contested shot just off the rim. Ugh, looks like everybody wants him to score from SM. Servite up for the toss.
Wow, that was a really. If only they played like this from the beginning. They're playing really efficient and concise basketball right now.
They'll look back at this tape and look at the 4th quarter and
they'll be like, that was something we should have done from the start.
Oh, three-point shot. I think that might have been someone on JV. It's not named on the roster.
Exactly. I don't think this is I think this is a JV.
The crowd is going wild.
The student section is letting him
know
that they were
3.
approving.
Ooh, 3 for Servite.
Dude, back-to-back threes. This is becoming a super entertaining game with only 35 seconds left in the game. You would think this is where it starts winding down, but it's really picking up, actually.
I mean, you would think people start to slow down. They're giving number 11, who just hit the 3 on SM, who's unnamed, the ball again. Driving the paint, goes behind, just off the glass. Servite recovers the ball. Foul, refs call. Let's see what they say. Foul in Santa Margarita.
With 14 seconds left, it's not going to change the outcome of the game here, but
Servite's going to inbound the ball, and let's see if they could get 1 last point in, maybe 2, depending on the game goes. Servite inbounds the ball for 3. Oh, air ball. That was Riley Lescano for Servite.
Sometimes you don't want to save those balls. They're probably, the SM's going to dribble out the clock, call it end of the game. But do not leave yet. We have a post-game interview with 2 of the influential players. We have Caden Bailey and Brandon Kyman. Those 2 are going to be some nice players to talk to. We're going to see what's going on with them, how they felt about the game today, and what else they want to improve on.
Exactly. Those 2 people were just influential. Like, you look at the first half, and you see Caden and Braden, and they were just hitting shot after shot, and they just created that lead to make SM comfortable, and they could cruise through the win.
We get a nice shot of the student section here for SM. A lot of spirit pride there.
A lot of people showed up. I mean, that was the game. Servite did not want that outcome, but it's more of a learning point. 0-5 now in Trinity. It's not great, but it's not the worst. Their record overall is 22-10 now. They're a good team. Trinity League is quite hard, though.
Yep. I think it's going to start. Now it's going to be 2. SM's moving to 3-0, and Servite sadly dropping to 0-5. Not the best start, but definitely not the end of your season. SM moving along strong. They've won 3 back-to-back Trinity League games, which is not an easy feat.
I mean, they've played tough matchups every single time. Every Trinity League matchup is tough. But to win 3 in a row, that's something that, that's how you win the Trinity League.
That's something you look on, you're like, that's what we did.
You go on these streaks and, 3-0. J-Stair is 3-1 right behind them, so it's not over at all, but
now,
quite close.
Wait, I think we're about to send it down to Ava with the post-game interview. Hey, take it away, Ava.
Hi, I'm here after an amazing win from SM. I'm here with
Caden Bailey. Braden Kyman.
Now, Caden, you handle the ball really well. What are some of the key things of getting open to make some of those three-pointer shots?
My teammates were just finding me today. Today was my day. I was hitting shots, but my teammates were finding me and they were getting me open, so shout out to them.
Okay. And what are some of the key things to remember when going into a game like this?
We got to go what we do in practice, stay disciplined, go in our habits, and each game's a battle, no matter who we're playing. So we got 3 games down, 7 more to go. Got to keep this thing rolling.
You also hit your 1,000 points this game. How much does that mean to you to hit that finally?
It means a lot. I started here as a freshman, and I've just been working ever since, and I'm proud to get that accomplishment with the guys. So it might be a single thing, but this is a real team thing for me.
And another amazing win tonight, again with the amazing offense. How much work do you put into that at practice?
A lot. I mean, as much as we work on our offense, so we work on our defense. That's really what leads into our offense. Coach Bell's been, on us about that, so that's really what's been leading into our offense.
Great. Thank you so much, guys. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Ava. That was a perfect post-game interview.
And 1,000 points right there for Braden Kyman. I mean, that's a feat that's just really everybody wants.
I know, and especially for such a cool game to accomplish it. A win by almost like doubling the other team's score. I feel like that's a great way to do it.
That's a perfect situation. That's exactly where you want to be.
So summary of the game, SM dominated. It's unfortunate for Servite, but it's true. SM really dominated.
You look at the start, first, second, third, fourth quarter, dominated every single minute.
All right, so I think we're gonna have to sign out here. I'm Tieran, mate.
I'm Cameron Weber.
Thank you so much for watching.